All right, my name is Nate Richardson. I'm going to share a presentation I put together on the universal model. This presentation is called Water versus Fire. Universal model takes on geological foundations of godless science. I am a science teacher, and I've been working with Dean Sessions on sharing his work. And let's jump right in. I'm not sure how long this recording is going to be. It's a long presentation that can go longer or shorter, but I did a public version of this lecture at the Book of Mormon Evidence Conference hosted by Rod Meldrum last April of 2022. So if you want to check that out, it's always a little different and probably a little more compact version over there for a little under an hour lecture. Um, that was a lot of fun. And so got another one coming up here in October, so later this month, on more of the flood of Noah, the universal worldwide flood. And this one, we're going to talk about how the Earth is water-based, not magma-based, with a liquid water outer core and a solid ice inner core. And we'll talk about a lot of different evidence for that and how that helps provide the where and how the water came for the flood. If the continents were pressed down into the earth, the flood is extremely simple. The water came from beneath. So that's one of the reasons why this is important. There's a lot of reasons, actually. Um, so let's talk about some more of those. Um, let's see here. So this is a fun picture that I found. It's got Jesus and the devil, and they're wrestling over this. And so the water god or the fire god is the question here. Do we have the water earth? Water is symbolic of life and renewal, and the devil here, he's got his fire representing death and all this. And it's kind of a joke that I'll say is that the modern science has made our earth into hell by saying that it's got all just this big giant lava kingdom. So it's kind of funny. So let me go back here, and as an introduction to this, I want to read this first presidency statement. We want demonstrable science. It says, quote, "Our religion is not hostile to real science. That which is demonstrated we accept with joy. But vain philosophy, human theory, and mere speculations of men we do not accept, nor do we adopt anything contrary to divine revelation or to good common sense. But everything that tends to right conduct, that harmonizes with sound morality, and increases faith in deity, finds favor with us, no matter where it may be found." Close quote. So Hutton, he, of course, is the guy a couple hundred years ago who got us going on a lot of this. Hutton was completely ignored the Bible and the deluge, and as a result, he was unable to clearly see what rock formations told him. It used to be common knowledge that the earth had a lot of water inside, a lot of rock and water, and you go dig a well just about anywhere, and we'll talk about a lot of these things, but it's only been in the past couple of years that this atheist science has taken over, and it doesn't seem like it would be a big deal or it would be morally charged or conspiratorial. But when you get into the implications of what it means, then you see that, yeah, okay, it turns out that this is really important. I always like to connect my science to morality and to see, does this support truth and good morals and righteousness and God and the Bible, or is this just some random nonsense or worse? Okay, so with the fire earth, you've got the magma earth. No real possibility for a worldwide flood. I mean, there's only like 1 inch of water everywhere if all the rain in the atmosphere fell. So it can't just have been from the rain as far as the flood goes. Now, I don't know about the firmament of water in the sky that the Bible seems to suggest, but so that could be another possible source, I guess. But it could also just be referring to atmospheric water vapor in general. I don't know. But I've talked to Dean about that, and he's like, well, we're just focusing on what we can observe in nature